connected to iPhone.
Boozy, my man.
What have you brought you?
I'm about to go grab me some herbals, and I'll be right back.
A contender.
Thor Ragnarok is coming home.
Here we go!
You're in my seat.
You're just the worst.
Marvel's Thor Ragnarok on digital.
Fuck that.
How old is humanity, really? Working out the age of humanity isn't as easy as checking our birth certificate and counting candles on a cake. First, we must define what humanity even is. Is it the period of organized civilization? Is it the timeline of modern human existence? Or does humanity date back to the very first instance of the Homo genus here on planet Earth? All of these things are measurable, and their values have changed constantly due to new and exciting evidence discovered as recently as last month. So, let's take a look at some of the potential answers to the question: how old is humanity, really?
What's good with you, Boozy? You had to work today? You know, when I stream in the evenings, I just got off work. This is my first day of the rotation too. I got 3 more days of this shit to fucking go. Ah. 3 more days to go. That's the only thing about my job. Like I said, it's not that bad. You work for 4 days and then you get 4 days off. Work 4 days and have 4 days off. But goddamn, them 4 days that you work, that shit be the longest ever, yo. 12-hour shifts. I'm so tired of this shit, bro. I just want to quit. I just want to quit my job and make art, man. I gotta figure out a real way to do that shit, Boozy. Swear to God. 2018 gotta be that year, man. In about 5 minutes. Hey, man. You on your phone at work watching this shit? Boy, I tell you. How old is humanity really?
Number 3, 5,300 years. Human history only goes back around 5,300 years because this is when our ancestors first began to use writing systems to document what was going on. The wars we fought, the laws we invented, the new way of spearing a bison so it dies quickly and doesn't cry out with a scream that echoes through your dreams. All of this began being recorded for the first time during the Bronze Age, when writing was developed in the modern-day Iraqi region known as Sumer. But there was plenty going on before then, and just how far back advanced human civilization goes is a point of contention among many historians. It was first believed that a single cradle of civilization emerged from our race of hunter-gatherers in the Fertile Crescent of Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt in around 10,200 BC. From here, organized societies spread out to Çatalhöyük in Turkey, Mehrgar in Pakistan, and Ain-us-Sultan in Palestine. And after this, the Sumerians and pre-dynastic Egyptians formed, setting the groundwork for our complex modern civilizations today. However, evidence is constantly emerging of older, separate civilizations having developed outside the Fertile Crescent in many places around the world. Chinese agriculture is now thought to have begun about 9,000 years ago. Ceramics dating back to 8,000 BC seem to indicate the existence of an organized society in South America.
I know that's right.
Göbekli Tepe in Turkey looks like it was occupied by a considerable population as early as 11,500 BC. And the unearthing of ancient Jomon pottery in Japan could be considered as evidence that a cultured, sophisticated group of people existed as far back as 14,500 BC. But is that it? Or did mankind get itself together even earlier? Number 2. 300,000 years. Earth's last glacial period, also known as the Ice Age, lasted from 110,000 years ago to about 11,700 years ago. During this time, Earth was much colder than it is now, with huge glaciers dominating the landscape across both hemispheres. These frigid conditions trapped humans in their status as hunter-gatherers, as with no one patch of land reliable enough to grow crops on a regular basis, our transient existence prevented us from forming ourselves into agricultural societies. When the last glaciation event began, it was previously thought that Homo sapiens had only existed in Africa for 100,000 years prior, having first emerged there 200,000 years ago. The original timeline has us spreading out of Africa throughout a period dating 125,000 years ago to 18,000 years ago, during which time our current interglacial period began. The warmer climes this period brought enabled further migration as the glaciers retreated, and this led to the formation of the first advanced societies. But in June 2017, our assumptions were shattered by the discovery of the remains of 5 people in a Moroccan mine. These remains, which date back 300,000 years, closely resemble Homo sapiens to an extraordinary degree. Experts are still divided as to whether these remains are those of modern humans, but even if they're not, they're almost certainly our close relatives. So, if there was a single African cradle, human beings may have left it a lot earlier than we previously thought. The new theory is that the entire African continent may have been teeming with humans, rather than us being limited to one single region. And furthermore, the fact that we existed 100,000 years before we originally believed means that anatomically modern humans have experienced 1, 2, or potentially 3 additional interglacial events over the past 450,000 years. So, might an advanced civilization have formed during one of these pockets, only to be wiped out by the devastation of a glacial period? We're not quite sure. We don't have any evidence of such an ancient society yet. But as we've seen from the Moroccan discovery, everything can change if you start digging in the right places. Number 1. 2 million years. When did humans first leave Africa to explore the planet? 200,000 years ago? 300,000 years ago? Wrong. Try 2 million years ago. Homo ergaster lived between 1.9 million and 1.4 million years ago. And this extinct ancestor of Homo sapiens led the first effort by a member of the Homo genus to spread its influence across the Earth. The Homo genus has only existed for about 2 to 3 million years, beginning with Homo habitus and moving on to Homo ergaster and Homo erectus. The latter two may or may not be the same species, but either way, it was a group from this time which made the first steps out of Africa, many thousands of millennia before Homo sapiens would attempt to do the same. Homo ergaster remains have been found in southern Eurasia dating back 1.75 million years. Homo erectus has also been discovered to have made its way to Southeast Asia 1.6 million years ago. One alternative theory states that it was actually our ape-like ancestors who made the first move even earlier than this. Australopithecines, or an unknown Homo species, may have attempted global exploration over 2 million years ago. But it was Homo ergaster who achieved the most success due to their advantages over their rivals. Homo ergaster had a more modern body shape, which enabled it to travel huge distances. Ergaster was also smarter than its ancestors, as well as being more technologically advanced and having a better diet than Homo habilis or its ape-like predecessors. Unfortunately, Homo ergaster was something of a traditionalist. It had its certain little ways and it stuck to them, as is evidenced by the fact that after developing a basic form of hand axe, Homo ergaster continued using the same design for over 1 million years. When Homo sapiens came along, we proved more adaptable, refining our traditions and technologies and enabling faster progress. This led to the extinction of several other human species around 100,000 years ago. The Neanderthals then died out 30,000 years ago. The last vestiges of Homo erectus snuffed it out about the same time, and their descendants, Homo floresiensis, were extinct 12,000 years ago. Since then, we've been the last remaining human species here on planet Earth. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And we may owe much of this success to just one woman, Mitochondrial Eve. Mitochondrial Eve is the mother of humanity. She is the one single woman from whom all modern humans descend through their moms. Her mitochondrial gene is present in each and every one of us. And as time goes on, we're beginning to find out more and more about one of the most important people in human history. We're going to investigate what we know about dear old mom in our bonus video, Eve, the Mother of Man, which you can watch on our Patreon page at patreon.com/strangemysteries. For a $2 a month pledge, which you can cancel at any time, you'll get to watch this and all of our bonus content, which goes deeper and darker into every topic than YouTube allows. If you don't want to donate, then that's
Bullshit. We know you wanted more. Strange Mysteries on YouTube and our Patreon bonus videos weren't enough to quench your search for truth, to give you that sense of awe and wonder again, to go past what you thought was the end, to give you the answers you seek, but which only lead to more questions. That's why we just upped the stakes. Chemicals of reality. Reality, consciousness, brains. What else is there? Ask yourself that question. Perhaps that's all there really is, but perhaps everything else is found within a place where these ideas, these things, overlap. Some thing, some place that is undefinable. To many people, altering certain chemicals in their brains produces what they would simply call hallucinations. In fact, what we're going to discuss specifically used to be called the businessman's trip, as one could enjoy it. Come down and put your pants back on in the time it takes to eat lunch. It wasn't taken seriously. Well, unless, of course, you started digging. And some people, including us, did. Already, though, to many people, this chemical is special amongst others. Very special. To them, it represents something more meaningful and incredible, as if it's the gateway to the next level of consciousness. The ticket to a higher reality barely explored by most humans. It is the entry point to a new reality, visited by only a select few, whose minds have become enlightened through the use of this exotic substance. For this reason, it's commonly referred to as the spirit molecule. But is its reputation as a mystical mind-opener deserved? Or is it and everything it represents just a load of bullshit?
You're talking about DMT.
We look at, investigate, and dive deeply into nearly all available research regarding this question from nearly every angle feasible. And in the course of doing so, stumble upon unexplainable patterns, correlations, and neurological evidence for a reality existing beyond this one. Watch this hour-long Strange Mysteries premium video, Chemicals of Reality, as well as many more to come by becoming an elite premium member of our Patreon at patreon.com/strangemysteries.
I also believe that mythology makes references to advanced technology, that when we're in certain books and stories, what they're actually describing is a technology that the ancient world once possessed. One of the key examples that I focused on, which is actually the logo for my enterprise, is the Pillar of Osiris. Osiris, of course, is the Egyptian god of resurrection. He's called the Lord of Eternity, the Lord of the Netherworld. In fact, J.M. Barrie's story Peter Pan is inspired by the story of Osiris. Osiris being the king of Netherland, and J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan took everybody to Never Never Land, which is perhaps another dimensional world. Osiris's hieroglyph features the Tet pillar here, which was called the power pillar to the Egyptians, and many of you have probably seen examples from the temple at Dendera of the Tet pillar supporting what appeared to be light bulbs, what appeared to some to be cathode ray tubes, what appeared to be some to be Crookes tubes. We're not exactly certain what this is, but these Tet pillars and the combination with the serpents in these bulbs are often cited as examples of an advanced pre-flood civilization and the technology that once existed, and gives researchers such as Chris Dunn and others a leg to stand on in their supposition that, hey, those who built the incredible temples of ancient Egypt possessed technology similar to that we might even be familiar with today. At Dendera, you actually find several color examples of this upstairs that are not widely shown. This is another one that appears out back in the Temple of Isis at Dendera. Another key temple site that I've investigated is Abydos, which is called the Gate to the Underworld. This is the Shrine of Osiris. Abydos, which looks like a modern corporate facility, is located where it is because of a former temple that once existed behind it called the Osirion. Researchers such as John Anthony West have examined the incredible 100-ton red granite blocks that we see here at the Osirion, and I have my picture here to reference the incredible size of these blocks. They've concluded that this is an example of a pre-flood temple. The conservative date for the creation of this Osirion is around 10 to 12,000 BC. Although there are other Egyptian researchers, indigenous Egyptian researchers, who subscribe to the oral tradition in Egypt that tell us that this temple is in fact possibly older than 50,000 years old. This is John Anthony West, and he has noted that the Osirion, the incredible colossal red granite blocks of the Osirion, are found at only a couple other places in ancient Egypt. The Valley Temple beside the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid, and also at the Sphinx Temple itself. In fact, I've got a trip with John Anthony West to Egypt in January 2007. You're all invited to join us if you like. It's going to be a symbolist tour of Egypt, looking at these temples and looking at examples of advanced ancient technology. And so here we are again with the Osirion on top, and on the bottom is the Valley Temple with the incredible colossal red granite blocks. But when we come back to, and this is me standing beside these, when you're in this gateway here, which is what these blocks actually composed, it's an incredible feeling, because these stones, as even Dr. Zahi Hawass says, these stones speak. They talk to you. They are.
I'm done. As soon as you start talking about Zahi Hawass, that motherfucker's a gatekeeper. If you agree with him, then I'm not gonna listen to you. Zahi is a fucking dickhead.
America's top critics are raving about Game Night.
You still read the newspaper?
That's what you got from that.
We are feeling this.
And now it's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
So fresh.
Breath of fresh air.
Wow. Game Night, rated R.
Follow my lead.
You shot me! Game night is wickedly funny. Elevating comedy.
Oh shit, y'all think I need to add this one to the list? I like that shit. I think I'm about to put that one on the list right there, yeah. Take it back from the top one more time just to make sure.
Nothing should slow them down.
I got this beat already.
Entertainment Weekly raves Game Night is a winner.
Beg your pardon?
Yes. It's the comedy knockout we've been.
Richie on the beat.
This shit already sound clean. What's up, son? You just got home? I ain't really want nothing. I just wanted to talk to you. I'm sitting here painting right now. Huh? I said I'm sitting here painting. Yeah. Huh? Shout out your Instagram. Hey, man, you don't need my people following you on your Instagram. What's your name is? Sexy Booty? What? Ja Ninja God. Okay, Ja Ninja God on Instagram. Okay, all of my one viewers watching me right now, definitely go check out your Instagram page. Where the hell you get that name from? Mm-hmm. Oh, you wonder why motherfuckers don't trust you. You just told on yourself. I'm happy you did that. Yeah. Okay. I'm sneaky like a ninja. Okay, I remember you said that. I remember you said that. Makes sense. Instead of an ugly guy, you're a sneaky guy. What you got? You like blazers, huh? You say you got a blazer. What color is it? Oh boy, what you doing for the weekend? Alright. Well, let me hit you back in a minute. I'm gonna finish this stream up real quick. Alright. What's up, guys? Y'all know I normally try to do an hour after work. I didn't even have an hour worth of painting to do just now. I still got 15 minutes. That's right, that's how fast I paint. But this underpainting is done. So I got the whole canvas covered with one layer of paint. And I'm gonna set this to the side and let that dry while I start working on some other projects. It's getting weird, man, having a teenager and shit, man. My son 14, but he lives with his mom. I only get him for the summertime, you know what I'm saying? So I asked him what he doing this weekend. He said, "Oh, me and my homie was supposed to go hang out with these two girls, but my homeboy on punishment, so I guess that's not gonna happen." I'm like, phew, thank God. Y'all two don't need to go hang out with two girls anyway. I was going to question him, like, where y'all was going to be at, who else was going to be there, but since he said it's not going down, yo, Chris, since he said it's not going down, I ain't try to give him the third degree, but, and shit, we're so far apart right now, there's not much I can do. That's what I've been trying to talk to his mom about. He's about to go to high school, and I think he should come live with me while he's in high school until he get to college. Cause goddamn. Oh no, this is far from finished. Far from finished. Yeah, this is just the first layer of paint, bruh. I'm gonna paint this whole canvas like 3 more times. I'm gonna let this shit right here dry. I'll paint the whole shit again and let it dry, and then paint the whole shit again. Jakari Jackson. Yo, I have no idea who that is. Exactly, bro. Exactly, Boozy. That's why this motherfucker is in puberty's full swing. Bro, I need my little dude under my arm right now, yo. I gotta get him under the wing, keep him in that headlock, and hold his hand real tight for like the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Because this is it. Like, in 5 years, you're gonna be a man. That's what I'm trying to tell him, dude. Like, you're gonna be 15 years old this year. 15. In 5 years, you're gonna be 20, bro. Like, you gotta, this is the critical point where you gotta start shifting and positioning yourself so you can direct yourself on a trajectory that you want to go in life. You know what I'm saying? This is it. Like, you're still a kid, but a lot of decisions you make in the next 5 years are gonna really, determine your course in life. You're like, a reporter. I remember that dude. Yeah, Jakar. He was the one black guy that InfoWars had up there, yo. I don't know those guys. I know the Young Turks, though. And yeah, that's a lot of work, Chris, but that's why I charge what I charge for my art, yo. Because I put a lot of work into this shit, yo. He was the only, yeah, I remember Jakari. I only seen him do like 2 fucking shows, maybe. Man, I'm at the...
One of the most important components of any functioning democratic process or system is to support and applaud political activism, political rhetoric. It is important to do that. But Laura Ingraham doesn't seem to support it. In fact, recently she did a little commentary in regard to LeBron James's statements about Donald Trump. Now, ESPN did a special segment where certain NBA players were interviewed about political issues, and here's what LeBron James had to say and how much Laura Ingraham hated it. Take a look.
This is a Jump Doc alert. NBA superstar LeBron James is talking politics again, and this time it's R-rated.
Laura Ingraham hated
this
it.
This bitch can't even talk her damn self.
A Jump Doc alert.
A Jump Doc alert? You meant to say dumb
LeBron
jock?
James is talking politics again, and this time it's R-rated.
Did she mean to say a dumb jock alert? Because jocks are supposed to be dumb, right? The football captain of the football team and basketball players are just dumb jocks. But what did she say?
Laura Ingraham hated it. Take a look.
This is a Jump Doc alert.
A jump doc alert. Bitch, you can't even talk.
LeBron James is talking politics again, and this time it's R-rated. Here's his barely intelligible, not to mention ungrammatical take on President Trump in a new ESPN podcast.
The number one job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people. and really don't give a about the people.
But wait, there's more gripping insight. ESPN host
She
Kerry
said,
Champion
"This is a
asked
young
James
jock
fellow
alert."
NBA star Kevin Durant
Like
about
the
what
rapper.
she described as Trump's racist comments.
I feel like our team as a country is not ran by a great coach. It's not even a surprise when he says something. It's not even a surprise. It's like laughable. It's like
It's
that's
laughable.
bad. It's laughable and it's scary.
But it's also scary
Right,
because I
right.
shouldn't be numb to your racist comments.
Right.
I shouldn't be numb to your behavior.
So, you know, they address Trump's rhetoric and how it has led to some racists basically feeling comfortable and emboldened enough to come out and share their perspectives on certain communities. And I thought that it was interesting to hear that perspective, especially as someone, LeBron James, who is
I'd rather
someone who
listen to the Young
experienced
Turks.
a significant amount of racism himself personally, very recently. Someone had spray painted the N-word on his home in Los Angeles, California, which is, by the way, supposed to be a liberal part.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, he's LeBron James rich. You know what I'm saying? He got millions. Yeah, and motherfuckers still come to his house, his personal abode, and spray paint nigga on the side of his house. LeBron James. It's 2008. Oh, it's 2018. Y'all got to put that racist shit behind y'all. Really?
Of the country. And he made a really interesting statement at the time about how even as a successful black man who is wealthy and living in an affluent part of the country, you still get confronted by that type of racial tension, by that type of racism. That is a perspective that should be heard. And as someone who has a platform like LeBron James does, I feel like, you know, he has almost some sort of a responsibility to provide a voice for people who are voiceless. And I applaud him for doing what he did.
So this is a typical conservative thing of, dumb jock, entertainer, just do your job, shut up already. That's, to be fair to the Republicans, I mean, if you're an entertainer, they don't want to hear from you. Like, if you're an actor like Ronald.
How does Robert turn into Bob and Richard turn into Dick? I don't understand that. I don't understand. How is Dick short for Richard? How is Bob short for Robert? I never got that.
Reagan, they got no interest.
Or Scott Baio.
Or Ted Nugent. I mean, you want to talk about dumb entertainers. The guy who crapped his pants to get out of Vietnam. Or, for example, a reality show host. And you're a very stable genius / one of the dumbest guys alive who says things like, I have the best words. One of the two great attributes that I've had all throughout my life is that I'm mentally stable. Who says that? But I don't remember Laura Ingraham telling that dumb entertainer to shut up. She was supporting him nonstop. So all of a sudden, though, when you don't agree, dumb jock, yeah, whatever. And already, get a load of the hypocrisy here. I mean, you saw the chyrons that they had, the graphics, R-rated comments by LeBron. And she said he's getting profane. You know that Bobby Knight, also in basketball, but a white coach, when he supported Donald Trump and used curse words and was profane in supporting Donald Trump, the same Laura Ingram's.
And that is the cover up. You're going to take another look at things.
All right, we're back on the Young Turks. Obviously, a little bit of commotion here as Alex Jones and a guy significantly worse than him entered the stage here.
What changes in demographics is that he wins white males in such overwhelming numbers that it overcomes every other demographic advantage Hillary has.
Come sit in your lap.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Alex Jones, how you doing?
Good to see you, man. You're looking sexy.
All right.
Hey, how's the revolution going? You guys starting the revolution?
We are indeed, Alex. The revolution is afoot. Welcome to the Young Turks.
You know what's wrong with America tonight?
I am going to restore American democracy along with progressives and conservatives in this country.
All right, well, I gotta tell you, I am really, really proud to be here with you. It's good to meet you in person. How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay.
You like all our Hillary for Prison shirts everywhere?
No, I kind of despise it.
What shirts are they? I haven't seen any of them.
You haven't seen? Oh my God, you didn't see me? I don't exist if you didn't see me.
I'm not.
All right, guys. Okay. Here,
Look at this. I got this shirt for you right here. It's rape. It's Bill Clinton that says rape. You gotta hide that immediately. That's the big no. The Roger Stone's man.
All right, you want to take my show over? I'll take your show
Sure,
over.
go ahead.
Okay, you know what? Who does this kind of shirt? First of all, a sick guy. Second of
Bill
all,
Clinton's not a rapist, folks.
No, you know who was accused in court papers.
Come on.
You know who was accused in court papers of being a rapist? Donald J. Trump. By Donald Trump, Roger Stone. You know that. It's in court papers.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a sick dude, Roger Stone.
I want to rant off with you right now.
Alex Jones rushed their motherfucking set. He bogarted their set. This is the last thing I ever watched from Alex Jones right there. And I wasn't even really up on the Young Turks like that. I probably watched like a few of their podcasts. I had been stopped listening to Alex Jones as much, but this was right during the campaigning and everything. And so all the media's entities have their own sets. That was the Young Turks set. And Alex Jones like rushed that shit. Hey, it's nice to finally meet you in person. How'd you like that? You like that t-shirt I got? Yeah. I started waving his t-shirt around. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? And then, fucking Yuri gets upset like, dude, you're on my fucking show. Nobody invited you on my fucking set. Bitch, get the fuck off my camera. Then you got Alex Roadies in the back. It's Alex Jones. Oh my God, look, it's Alex Jones. It's like so fucking phony. Like, and then I was like, this is Alex. Why in the fuck is he doing that? You know what? If I was that dude, I probably would have popped him in his fucking face. Honestly. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, as many trolls can come in here and say what they want. Because you're not in my presence. So you go ahead, feel free to say what you want. But let me have a set somewhere and someone walks up on my set. I'm gonna do the exact same fucking thing. Bitch, this is my fucking show. Get the fuck off my shit, yo. No, that wasn't the Young Turks. That's Alex Camera Crew.
Good job, You're a sick man, Roger Stone.
Roger,
no, you're the world's biggest liar. Didn't you admit that you lied about Elliot Smith? Didn't you already admit that?
You're not afraid of him, are you? You're not afraid of him. Get him in.
And look how Alex, and the dude keep touching this man. Like, keep touching, like, yeah, you like that, huh? You hear him? You hear that? Like, dude, don't fucking put your hands on me. How much more composure does this dude have to have? First, you rush my set. You're holding up whatever kind of merchandise you're selling. And then you keep constantly fucking touching me. And now you're egging people on in an audience. And he told the other guy, yeah, come up here too. Come up here with us.
Roger, it's surely at your fucking show.
Are you afraid to debate him?
Are you kidding me? No.
And then you know what? Right after that, Alex leaves the set.
All right,
Roger, run away.
And he goes to another show and he said, the Young Turks invited me on their show and I went up there and I was going to talk with the guys, and then all of a sudden it was like they kind of trapped me and they ambushed me and then one of them spit on me. It was like, Alex, we just saw what happened. Nobody invited you up there. There was not an extra seat for you. The Young Turks didn't invite you on their show. No one was going to debate you or anything, and you rushed their fucking set. And he went and told a blatant lie, like immediately, like the cameras aren't on. Bro, you've been on camera this whole time. We saw what happened, and you immediately lied about that shit. Okay.
Hey.
Roger, don't go. He wants to debate you right now.
I'm not going to debate this guy. You're a hatchet man. I don't know why anyone in the media takes you seriously. All you do is lie. You're known as the biggest liar in media. You're the biggest liar in media.
And then he put up rabbit ears behind his head just now.
Don't get too mad. We got over.
All right. Well, first of all,
he's actually mad. You're actually really upset. I think you should have come to debate. That's true.
All right.
Once you get out of here, Alex.
All right. We got to continue the show.
Hey, man, nobody watches you. We know nobody watches you. They do the
Saudi
ratings.
Arabians aren't funny enough. You little jihad.
Hey, first of all, let me explain something, all right? Okay, this is bullshit. Hold on. We're against Saudi Arabia, you dumbass.
Nah. He started fucking with that girl, yo. See, Yuri started standing up for the females. He seen the female get agitated. She physically stands up and start yelling, and she leans in, and Alex jumps on her, and that's when you're like that's enough, dude. You're not gonna fuck with my homie like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he snatches his fucking earpiece out, and he's not wanting to cry. He was trying to fucking hold that punch back.
You don't know shit. What do you think? The lizard people are in charge? No. Is that what you think? Hey, you're pissed. Your ass. Is that what you think? You're the anti-liberal and you're pissed. Bullshit. We're being nice here. You know what I care about? I care about the American people. Good. You're the one putting the house. Anybody hurt? I'm not
How did Alex win? Because of this interaction, because of this exchange of words, he lost me permanently. That's not a fucking win. How many other viewers did Alex lose over this who's thinking logically and like this dude is a fucking wacko, like, and like even before that I saw the breakdown. Like you can go all the way back to him in that Tech 9. I mean not Tech 9, but when he interviewed Immortal Technique, and just sitting across from a man of color who is as intelligent as Immortal Technique is, that shit made Alex Jones feel like a fucking punk, yo. And he was kind of intimidated interviewing Immortal Technique, a rapper, a Puerto Rican rapper who's smarter than he is. And so what does Alex Jones do to make himself feel better? He brings out a Barrett 50 cal rifle and sets it on the fucking desk. He's like, yeah, look at my big ass gun. That's what he does when he has to debate a dark-skinned person who's smarter than he is. So that was the first time I saw that shit in Alex, and I was like, all right, this dude is not the one. And then this shit right here, and I was like, oh man, I can't fuck with this dude ever again.
Play their space, guys. Their space. Let's get their
And see that's not the whole video though. See, because Alex Jones' camera crew had the shit running too, and this motherfucker goes right somewhere else and lie about everything that happens. See, this is them walking away from what just happened, I think, yo. Hold on. Oh no, this the same shit from their point of view. Now this is what happens right here, right afterwards.
All the time. You talk about that all the time. You don't know shit. What do you think? The lizard people are in charge? No. Is that what you think? Hey, you're pissed. We're kicking your ass. Is that what you think? You're the anti-liberal and you're pissed. Bullshit. We're being nice here. You know what I care about? I care about the American people. Good. You're the one putting the house. Anybody hurt? I'm being nice. I'm not right. Everybody get the fuck off my stage. Get the fuck off my stage.
Shut the fuck up, you loser. Now watch Alex go lie. He gonna go straight, tell a straight fucking lie, yo. No, he said, get the fuck off my stage, and a little bit of spittle flew off his lip. So what? He ain't like Hawk a loogie on that man.
It's over. Let's get it going.
They invite us over and it was a setup. That you're lying. Nobody invited you over there. Keep watching this for a minute, yo. And watch what he do now. You see, he already telling a lie. He already telling a lie.
That was pretty awesome.
No, we're just here. I hear the Young Turks want to interview us by one of their people. They bring us over. They say, jump up on stage with him, some guy. And then I get up there, and they like spit in my face and attack me. And they're like trying to say we did something wrong. It's crazy.
You see the guard, the security guard trying to call him back? Now he about to go duck and hide, right? But you see, he's still trying to duck the fucking cop.
Some other guy, and once I got there, they're like, yeah, come up. Then they attacked me, spit in my face. I thought I was having fun. I've been on the show like 10 times. Seriously. And then they got like, when we attacked them. It was crazy.
Yo, now say that shit ain't fucking crazy how he did that, right? And then they called the cops on us. Say that shit ain't, this motherfucker told his whole big ass lie. I can't listen to that shit ever again, bruh. You can stick with your Trump endorsing Alex Jones if you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, hey, you can lead him a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can lead a man to knowledge, but you can't make him think. You know what I'm saying? What's that old crash test commercial? You know when they used to test the cars with the dummies in it? The old slogan? You can learn a lot from a dummy. I learned everything I need to know from Alex Jones. I don't need to listen to his ass ever again, yo. Ever again. That motherfucker, that shit right there. It really turned me off to Alex Jones for good. The Young Turks, man. Some guy told me to come up on the stage, so I get up on the stage. So they wanted to interview me, and it was an ambush, and they spit on me, they physically attacked me, and then they called the cops on me. Really? What the? Yeah. Yo, Corden, but I ain't gonna lie, yo. I used to listen to a lot of Alex Jones, yo. I still got a lot of his old documentaries and shit, but this motherfucker done flew off the handle too many times. You know what I'm saying? And even when I was like really into Jones, didn't nobody else I knew really liked that motherfucker because he always yelling and screaming and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. But once again, you gotta always exhaust every source of information. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever turn down information from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Might not be your cup of tea, but listen to people for long enough and see what you can get from them. They might have some vital information. They might be a whack job. Like I say, even Charles Manson. You listen to this crazy ass motherfucker, but he make a lot of sense sometimes, and he says some smart ass shit, yo, that I can even agree with. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you gotta agree with anybody 100% all the time, and I never did. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus you outgrow shit too. That's called evolution. Some people evolve, some people devolve. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already evolved way past that Jones phase. He's good for beginners. You know what I'm saying? Alex Jones is like for newbies. When you're just starting out. So that was 10 years ago for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know, I'm on to the real master teachers. I try to learn shit from people who look just like me now, instead of people who don't look like me. So, and that's what took me so long to realize. I ain't got to get all my information from the other man. Believe it or not, the brother man know his shit. Word up, yo, the brother man know his shit. And the brother man write a lot of books. I don't gotta watch YouTube all the time. The brother man wrote a lot of books. You feel me? It took me a long time to realize that though, but I had to get past my Alex Jones shit. Israel? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucking Jews ain't really got no claim to that shit. And then this American back and fronted, you know what I'm saying? That shit's supposed to be fucking Palestine, right? They just gonna, oh, well, the Jews need a home. Take the motherfuckers. Hey man, the motherfuckers ain't even them Cossack Jews or whatever. The motherfuckers ain't even really Jews, man. The more you learn on that shit, the motherfuckers is just Gentiles who took on the mantle of the fucking Jew, and they claim they Jews. I'm not Jewish. I don't got no title. I am a human being. Let me break it down even more. I am a Hugh man. Hugh. Hue, you see that? H-U-E, Naples yellow hue, meaning color. I am a hue man being. That's what I am. Audio's going out? I don't know what the fuck is going on with that shit, yo. Yeah. All these fucking labels. Are you a Jew? Are you a Hebrew Israelite? Are you a 5%er? Are you part of the Nation of Islam? Are you a Christian? Man, I ain't none of that shit, man. I ain't none of that shit. Labels divide. If you label yourself anything, you already placed yourself in a box. Russell, you like what? That human? They already know what it is, man. You gotta look up, what's the study of language? Damn, I can't think of the fucking word for that shit. Nah, bruh, trust me. That dude is a human just like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't idolize nobody. I'm lying. I do idolize one person, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got his other book downstairs on my coffee table because I was reading it last night trying to work my way through another chapter. But this dude right here, I'll be a fan of his for life. Wilson, Oh yeah, you see Wilson. Oh yeah, Dr. Amos Wilson. That's that man right there. That's that dude. Because Dr. Wilson will tell you about an African-centered consciousness versus the New World Order. Subtitle, Garveyism in the Age of Globalism. You know what I'm saying? Sound like some shit Alex Jones might try to break down, right? You know, but the brother man got the same fucking knowledge from me. I don't need to go to Alex Jones for that, because Alex ain't gonna tell me about the falsification of African consciousness, Eurocentric history, psychiatry, and politics of white supremacy. Alex Jones ain't gonna break that shit down for me and give me a clear understanding of where the fuck I stand in this game. He ain't gonna tell me about black on black violence, the psychodynamics of black self-annihilation in the service of white domination. You know what I'm saying? I can't get that shit from Jones. I say, bro, you gotta evolve. The story of fake news. Yeah. Alex ain't gonna talk to me about shit like that. You know why? Cause he can't. Cause he don't know nothing about shit like that. I mean, we already know. Man, there's only like 7 real corporations, yo. At the top, when you go to the top of the top of the top, man, they're like 7 or 8 corporations that own everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a subsidiary of a bigger company It's a conglomerate, bro. Everybody already knows that. You ain't gotta write no whole book on that shit, man. But we've already got books written on that shit. But anyway, guys, I got work in the morning. It's always good chilling with y'all. Peace. Till next time.